done colouring, so she knows what these are, but today she's going to get more from that. I've also used the tag with the number 2 on there, okay, because I want her to start seeing that numbers aren't just plastic shapes like this is. It actually has a written form, just like the letters of the alphabet. It needs to have its written form as well. So what I'm going to ask her to do is come to me to get Bunny, and Bunny costs 2. And to get Bunny, she has to bring me the number 2 Numicon. So she needs to find the matching one. I'll expect her to count it, see that it's the same, and hand it over to me. And I've got that one here, so she'll be able to do that. Bring it to me, we'll count them together. I'll say, yes, that's the same. Give me your 2 and I shall give you the Bunny. And this is just a really fun way, especially if they're into books such as she is, like The Great Pet Cell, is a really way to get a good hook there and encourage her to play and explore at the same time. So that's how we're going to do it. I've got other ones down here. I've got 5, 4, I've got all the numbers here up to 10. I haven't got all of them on here. If she wants to play and go further, then I might put some more on, but at the moment we're just happy to explore and count some of these numbers. She can already count to 10, so I know that she'll be able to do all of these numbers that I've got here. We're not yet beyond 10. 10 is where we are, so I haven't got anything bigger than 10. Okay, so that's how we're using it today, to exchange the same 2 for a 2, looking at that number 2. If you've got children who already know the written form, you could just have this with tags on and ask them to bring you something that is the value of 2. So it could be the 2 Numicon, it could be 2 counters, it could be 2 pennies, it could be 2 anything. And it's just a good way to get them to realise that this number 2 is the value of 2 and they need to exchange it. They need to give you 2 things to be able to buy the animal. Okay? You can move on again. So if you've got children who know all their numbers and their values, then you can start to use this as an activity to explore number bonds. Now, number bonds is just the 2 numbers that come together to make, for example, 10. That's the first place we start. Well, you can start lower, but number bonds to 10 is something that children explore in reception in year 1, and they move on, and that knowledge will then extend on, and they can find number bonds to 20, number bonds to 100, and it just helps them really quick with their maths and know their number knowledge. So a way that you could do this, for example, again, I'm going back to my Bunny. He is a value of 2, okay? And if I want to do my number bonds to 10, I could get the 2. I could say, right, this is 2. Sorry, this one is 2. What numbers come together to make the 10? I could have a number 10, so this is the 10 Numicon, down on the side. The child could bring the 2 Bunny, place him on, and then to find the number that makes the 10, they would then need to use their knowledge. Now they could either count the remaining, or they might know that green, which is 8, plus light blue, which is 2, makes 10. Numicon is a really great way for exploring all of these things because it's colourful for the children, so they can just see patterns sometimes. It's like a puzzle, making 10, green and light blue, that makes 10. And that's something that they'll be able to do. And then eventually they'll know that green is 8, light blue is 2, and those 2 numbers make 10. It's just such a simple way to get those number bonds already. So that's sort of a next stage on again. We're not there, I don't want to be doing anything like that, but this is such a fun way to explore number bonds. This can also be used for giving change. So if you wanted to extend this on, you may have introduced money, you could have introduced real numbers, but again, bringing it back to the Numicon is always such a great way. So if you've got somebody who's coming to buy Bunny who is 2, they could use that 10 Numicon and say, okay, well, if you pay me a 10, oh, my other 10's gone. If they paid with 10, they're going to expect to get some change because they know that this is too much, this is 10, and Bunny is 2. What's left? What's the difference? All these mathematical words they'll understand in time, and you can get them to physically give the difference back in Numicon. Again, just such a lovely, simple, visual way for them to really get their hands in and understand these numbers. So that's how else you could use it. So you can use it for number bonds. You could then start using it for addition and subtraction, which is the same as number bonds really. Once you know that 2 and 8 makes 10, you know that 10 take 8 is 2, and 10 take 2 is 8. And And children, they'll learn all of these things in time, but this is such a good way to do that. So I hope this video has helped some people with ideas. As I say today, we're just using it to match and count the numbers as she buys the different animals. But so very many ways to extend this. That's just a couple. If you've got any questions or would like some ideas on how you can extend it further, please do comment, please ask, I don't mind. But yeah, that's us for today. Hope you guys are all well. See you soon.